Back to another episode of Hi Councilmen.
Okay, we're live, Kelvin. We're live right now. I'm just gonna check the YouTube if it's working.
Alright,
Okay, it's working.
this
Is
is
it
our
live on
first
YouTube?
ever
Is it live on
episode
YouTube?
of the Hi Councilmen. We're
Okay,
expecting
first of all,
The High Council, the
one
High
more
Council,
person,
man.
but right now he's having a tabe hodai in a Chinese restaurant in the Chinatown in Japan. What do you
okay,
want to say?
first of all, this is my channel, so let me start it off. What is
No,
up?
I do the intro.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you.
Die,
Fuck you.
die.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another live. Well, this is my first ever live stream, so I mute you, so you can unmute yourself. This is the first ever live stream. I'm working on it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully it's well and good. So yeah, guys, as you see in the title for this video, we're discussing Avengers: Infinity War, and it's definitely a clickbait title, as you can see. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Infinity War. We all have seen it. We all enjoy it for the most part. I've seen it twice now. My friend, I should introduce my friend. We have Arik right
Wait,
here,
I'm playing.
and
Shut
he's
up.
playing the game as this live stream is going through. Very professional, right, guys? So yeah, Arik have seen it once, and Calvin, who's muted. Calvin, unmute yourself.
Why is Kelvin muted?
I cannot unmute you. I don't know why. You don't know how to unmute. Oh shoot. Okay, he's unmuted. And Calvin, you just seen the movie how long ago now?
In about,
Yesterday.
let me do the math.
Okay, you're
12
good.
hours ago.
So basically, both of my friends have seen the movie. I've seen it twice, and we both enjoy the movie for the most part.
Upload.
And yeah, let's just get to it. So Avengers: Infinity War. Guys, what are your thoughts of this movie? I've said it in my review, in my non-spoiler review. So I want to hear your thoughts on Avengers: Infinity War. Calvin, why don't you go ahead and as you chew your food, go ahead, tell me.
I I like the movie a lot. Yeah, the characters, especially the action scenes, they are really, really good, and it's easy to follow. But other than the last battle in Wakanda, it's kind of noisy to me.
Noisy.
Yeah, yeah, too much things going on. It's kind of like Transformer action scene kind of thing.
Interesting. So you don't find the final battle as interesting as the rest of the movie.
No,
Is that what you mean?
because it's just kind of like uh, it's like a
Just,
bunch
just
of like level one. Yeah, it's
okay.
just too much going on, and then yeah, it's too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I personally like that because if you probably know, I've mentioned like Return of the King is one of Lord of the Rings: Return of the King is one of the most amazing movies I've ever seen because of the war scene in it, and this one reminds me of that, and it's just such a spectacle. And yeah, I agree with you. The movie is, of course, lots of great stuff, and the characters also a lot of characters. Arik,
Mm.
what are your thoughts on this movie? And um, yeah, did you enjoy the war scene in the end, or did you not like it as much, like what Calvin is?
Actually, I actually found the movie like somewhat confusing. Like, I mean, no, like confusing as in what Kelvin mentioned before when there's so much stuff going on. Because that's true. Like, you got that one battle in Wakanda, and then suddenly it switches to the battle on Titan. I mean, it's epic, yeah, also quite confusing. But
Hmm.
all in all, I do enjoy it. I really do enjoy the movie.
Yeah, yeah, we might as well, as we're talking about it, get some of the bad stuff out of the way first, because I'm pretty sure we have more stuff that we like more than the bad stuff, right? But yeah, for me, this movie is so huge, and there are so many characters that sometimes they they do their best in balancing out everything, but I don't think each of the characters might get their respective dues, or maybe it feels jumpy at times. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of Cap, right? He's my favorite character. And I feel like Cap does not have the most screen time in this movie. Definitely not. And his storyline is definitely cut short. And I do agree with you, the jumping between Titan and Wakanda and Thor with Rocket and Groot, which is amazing, by the way. The jumping could be like through you off at times, but for the most, this movie, I do enjoy it. What are some stuff that you find issues with, Arik?
But I find what? Excuse me, what did you say?
What issues do you have with this movie aside from the too much characters that you say it might get confusing?
Let's see. I can't seem to I can't seem to point out apart from that really. Like, yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I know the movie was in production for only like what, a year. Like literally, they started filming on my 18th birthday. Literally,
Oh
23rd of
wow,
January
didn't know that.
2017. That's when they
Uh-huh.
first started filming,
Fun fact
and
with
then
Avi.
they finished like in like 6 months. I forgot, like July or something.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they didn't. Obviously they didn't have like a lot of time to like shoot the movie. That's why I guess it's very um. It feels a little like I said. It feels like a little bit rushed, and obviously
Really?
and
Okay.
but apart. But the thing is, I already know what kind of story they're going for in here, like with Infinity War.
Mm.
So that's why I understand why it's rushed. I mean, I know it's not like, oh, they just want money quickly. No, it's not a cash grab. I understand. Like, I know why it's rushed, but it's still, like that's the only part that kind of bugs me off about it, really.
All right. By the way, I should have said up front that this is going to be spoiler filled. You should know probably by then, and I'm pretty sure you guys have
You didn't. Oh
Just put
well.
spoiler in the title.
in the
Oh yeah,
US.
yeah,
It
yes.
makes an overall 800 more than 800 million worldwide in the
Is
opening
it?
weekend, and it's already what it's it's like
Just on
it's number one worldwide right now, total domestic gross. It's the biggest opening weekend ever. So I'm assuming everyone have seen it. And if I'm not wrong, I read this somewhere. It's like it's in the top 50 of the most gross film of all time, and it's only in the second week. So that's insane. But yeah,
again, like, it's 10 years building up to this, so of course everyone will want to watch
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
But aside from that, once again, spoiler. And Kelvin, how are you enjoying your food? And please tell us maybe some issues that you find with in this movie.
For me personally, I agree with what you said about the like it can be confusing, I would say, when it's jumping from one group of characters to another.
Mhm.
It's a bit jumpy for me, but like it doesn't really confuse me as much, at least. Yeah. And
Right.
also about I basically have the same opinion as you about the like Captain America not getting enough, and it's more focused on. I would say they focus more on like when the Iron Man's group, and also how
Titan.
Thor is getting his weapon, and
Yeah.
then at the end they focus a bit more on the Captain America side kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will agree with you. Uh, yeah, there are some, yeah, like I said, minor, not disappointments, I guess, nitpicks, I would say, and there are also definitely some plot holes that we could get into, such as if Thanos have all the power in the world, why don't he just double the resources in the world instead of killing off half of everyone else? But yeah, that are some plot holes, I guess. Plus, Thanos is, I guess, a maniac, so he's a psychopath. So yeah, Calvin mentioned before that the Titan group and Thor group and the Wakanda. I'm gonna say Titan, the Thor Adventure group, and the Wakandan group. Uh, I would like to know, Calvin. You're using Captain America shirt. Is the Wakandan group your favorite group to watch throughout the movie?
No, no, definitely Thor.
Thor and Rocket
The Adventure of
and
Thor and Rocket.
yeah, and Groot.
Definitely.
Uh, I definitely, well, they're not my favorite, but I do enjoy them. I love the interaction between Thor and Rocket, man. They're just so great
Mm.
together.
I feel
And
yeah. True.
I laugh every time you say "Sweet Rabbit." It's just I find that so funny. And the Stormbreaker is definitely fantastic.
True.
Um,
I'm sure that Thor is right now is the most overpowered character in MCU.
I mean, he's
I
supposed
mean,
to be
he is a
strong. He's
god.
supposed to be God.
Oh my
So yeah,
god.
He is a god.
yeah,
But
yeah. What are you saying, Art?
no, actually, I have to agree with Kelvin about the my favorite group being Thor and Rocket. I don't know why, but like I just get goosebumps every time I see Thor. Like he's just so badass in that movie.
That's true. And he got an eye too. The joke where Rocket stealing everything finally
Yeah,
pays off. And he
the
gives
eye
him
from
an
the
eye.
rabbit's ass.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. They didn't say the ass, but we can infer that. But yeah,
I'm
what do I
sure
say?
it
I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth just got bored of the eye patch throughout the movie, and then like, can I just have an eye? And then like, okay, fine.
It's
I'm pretty sure that's
irritating.
what happened in the filming.
It's just extremely
No,
irritating.
I have a question though. I have a
Mhm.
question. Like,
Shoot.
he's the god of thunder. Why doesn't the eye got like over got electrocuted, got destroyed because of the amount
Oh yeah,
of
it's like
Well,
energy?
he can. It's not like lightning came out of his eye, right?
But like his eye turned blue, doesn't it? Or is that from Thor Ragnarok?
oh
I don't
yeah,
remember.
in
I
Ragnarok his eyes turn blue. Yeah, but
guess.
yeah, well,
But
like what
yeah,
happened? Oh no
Aha!
no 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 no! In Infinity War, both
see,
of his
not a
eyes
plot,
turned blue.
not a plot
It
hole.
did. When Thor was about to strike Thanos with Stormbreaker, his eyes turned blue. Both of them,
Aha!
including the fake one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
that was
see a flaw
I
in the
so
movie.
But yeah,
I thought exactly.
so both of you guys like those two, like the Rocket Groot and Thor. And yeah, once again, Groot. I love how Groot's like throughout the movie, he's like this jerk, and then when Thor is like down, and then he see the Stormbreaker's like, "Where's the handle?" By the way, Peter Dinklage playing a giant dwarf. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know
This
how
is like, no,
I
the
don't know
first
how
time I
Marvel
see it, I was like,
I don't know how
I was
Marvel
like,
pitched. I don't know how Marvel pitched it to Peter Dinklage. It's like, okay, Peter, so you'll be playing something very different. You'll be a dwarf, but you won't be small. I
like
wonder how that pitch meeting work right there.
the,
It should be very
the
interesting.
I mean, I'm
The
very
thing
sure
is,
Marvel just have to say like, Peter, you'll be a giant this one. Okay.
Yeah,
no,
Okay.
like, like as a person who like loves Game of Thrones, now I'm just thinking like, damn, Tyrion got big.
yeah,
Tyrion got big.
but yeah, I love how the Stormbreaker handle is Groot's arm and it cuts off. That's like Groot's realization of that moment right there.
Oh,
As
and
a
also
kid.
I was surprised that Peter Dinklage is in the movie.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I'm out of the three of us, I'm the only one that goes blind watching the movie. I didn't see any
Okay.
trailer. I didn't see any cast.
Oh, he was not in the trailer or anything.
He was not in the
I've
trailer.
only heard of it, but no one knows. I don't think anyone knows who he really plays as until the movie. That's what because even though I follow movie news, I've never heard any breakdown of what his cast is. But yeah, talking about that, those are your favorite group. My favorite group, I would say, is the Titan group, because first of all, Iron Man's suit is badass. We can get into that. Spider-Man's
Agree.
suit, the Iron Spider. I did not. I know we're getting Iron Spider. I did not expect the legs. When the legs came out and he's grabbing Doctor Strange as the aliens reference, it's like, oh, I freaked out in that moment. And Doctor
Me
Strange,
too.
talking about Doctor Strange, he's amazing in this movie. The part where he used Kagebunsin no Jutsu or that whatever that multiple thing is, that was amazing. They have a name for it, and he have the oh god when he's using the rope. There's a name for it. I forget what it's called. But yeah, he is amazing in this movie, Doctor Strange. I love his character. And Star-Lord may be a jerk, but it makes sense in terms of the plot points. And I just love Drax and Mantis, man. Oh my god, their interaction is so funny.
No, the funny part is when Drax is like standing still.
Oh, I mastered the
I
power
laughed
of
so hard at that one.
and then Mantis just came in. Hi Drax.
I know.
Just-
Not invisible.
Dude, I love Drax in this movie, man. I'm just gonna say some quick jokes at Drax play. Remember that moment where the Guardians and the Avengers first met, and then Star-Lord's like, where is Gamora? Iron Man replied, I can do
Who
I
is
can do more
Gamora?
better.
Why
I've
is
got a better one.
Why is Gamora?
Why
I
is
love
Gamora?
her. And then he's like, Iron Man's about to shoot him, and then Drax is like, Quill, don't do it. I can take it. And Mantis like, no, you can't.
No, you
Dr.
can't.
Strange's like, no, you can't. Oh my god, Drax is hilarious and he's so dumb, and I love it. I love it so much.
At least
Drax
his
is
jokes are a
good.
bit more. At least his jokes are more creative than his previous movies.
But yeah, do you want to talk about the Iron Man suit or?
Look,
That thing shook me. What? You left the car! You left the car!
No! Well, I guess it's my show now.
Well, he said about the Iron Man suit. Kelvin, talk about the Iron Man suit. Say something about the Iron Man suit.
So here's the thing about the Iron Man suit. Before as you know, I go in blind to the movie.
Yeah.
So I go in blind to the movie, so I don't know what kind of suit Iron Man will be using.
Yeah.
So like once I saw in the first time they revealed the suit, he said nanotech. I'm like, oh, I know, shit's about to happen with this. I know it's going to be cool. Directly once I know what suit he's using. Yeah.
Yeah,
And like, dude, when he turned his like hand into a sword thing,
yeah, it's cool. Like he has like so much more weapons now. It's like he can just make anything up.
Friday, give me some juice, and then become a rocket. That's
yeah,
cool.
I look at my rocket, I'm like, oh shit, this is good stuff. And like, I really like the scene when he was fighting. Was it named Thanos? When he was able to put the scratch on him.
Yeah,
It's like it showed
that's
that's
a good quote too.
Yeah, well, like when what's the name? Like his armor is already like taken away.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like the nanotech moved from his hand to the other hand and everything.
Yeah,
That looks
yeah.
cool. That looks so good. Yeah.
I didn't catch that the first time watching it. The second time watching it, I'm like, oh wow, he actually like grab it, move it to his stuff. I thought it just like regrows or something like that, but that's cooler that it moves around.
So that means it have like a limited amount of nanotechs in there.
I think, except for the helmet, because his helmet broke and then it came back without him grabbing from anywhere.
No, man, like the helmet broke. He grows it. He make it back more. But then like once it breaks again, he didn't make it again.
Yeah, maybe he have one backup for the helmet, I guess.
Maybe.
One backup.
I mean, he didn't plan for Thanos, so he's just making this for fun. So
yeah, dude. But it's really cool though.
For someone who didn't plan for Thanos, he could definitely kick some ass. I mean, he was able to 1v1 Thanos for quite a while.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I think he just built that for like an all-purpose suit.
It's like a purple guy, yes.
Green guy, yes. In the MCU.
What?
Talking about Thanos, would you guys say he's the best villain in the MCU right now after this movie?
So far, I mean, like, yeah, to me,
I guess. Yes.
He have a reasonable motive. It's just the way he's doing it. It's wrong. But then, like,
it's the typical good intentions, bad.
Yeah, the good intentions, bad method.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, just like Killmonger kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Killmonger is definitely more realistic version than Thanos.
Thanos is like, is Thanos kind of like, it's almost similar to Killmonger. It's just in a more universe scale.
Yeah, but
Thanos didn't come from the hood, Kelvin.
Oh my god. Yeah. Here's the thing about this. I think the reason why Thanos works so well is he has the most. I feel like he has the most screen time in this movie. I feel like this movie we're following Thanos' journey more than the Avengers' journey.
I mean, like
his backstory. You learn about him learning how to grab got all the stones.
It's like they're trying to show that Thanos is actually the protagonist and the antagonist is the Avengers. Kind of like that.
It's kind of like
that's
exactly why I think the way how they do it in this movie makes Thanos the best villain, because they only showcase his perspective.
Yeah, only showcase perspective. And no, I'm very sure this is because also like we don't know anything about Thanos from like the 10 years of MCU. So this
we've seen hints of him, but we haven't learned anything.
Glimpse of it, and post credit and stuff like that. But like, so I'm very sure in this movie they want to give as much backstory as possible, and also his motives on why he's doing it as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's why it's more focused on him, basically.
It's like every now and then the movie is trying to make us realize that Thanos isn't 100% evil.
Yeah, that's why he wins.
Yeah.
That's why he wins.
There are definitely, because there are tragic moments too in his life, like especially the part where he have to kill Gamora. That was quite heavy, I would say. I wouldn't say I cry over it, but it was like, Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
You're getting
When
a turn here.
when I realized that he have to kill Gamora, I'm also like, oh shit, is he going to do it? I mean, like Gamora is
I
his
know.
favorite mother. Like, is he going to do it?
And that's
Yeah.
the thing though. In that scene, I find it really interesting that Gamora's just making fun of him because Gamora thinks that he doesn't love anyone. And
Mm.
then Thanos is like crying, and then Red Skull, by the way, he's back, and it's like his
Yeah, I know, right?
that tears is not for him. So and then damn, that was quite a very heavy scene.
No,
Oh
I
yeah.
just kind of thinking like, is Red Skull is just going to be in that one movie, or is he going to be in more? You know.
Yeah. I think he said that. I
I
think
mean,
he said
like,
it himself that
why
he's
bring him
stuck
back if
there.
it's just for that? You know.
I mean, no. I mean,
Maybe
he's stuck
maybe
there.
he's
I
gonna
think that's what
be
he
in
said.
the yeah, he is stuck there. Maybe they're gonna use
He's
him for
stuck there.
other cosmic
Maybe.
movies eventually down the line. I don't
Like,
think he's coming back to
we
Earth
have to
anytime
show me
soon.
that.
I don't think he's gonna come back to Earth like, welcome to the fourth Reich.
Hey,
Hey,
by the way,
Hey,
the one
Hydra!
the one who played Red Skull this time is no longer Hugo Weaving, it's Ross Marquardt, just for anyone who's interested out there. But I didn't know that because I definitely thought it was Hugo Weaving because it seems like him, but Ross Marquardt
Wait, it's
played
not
him.
him?
Nope. Hugo after the after Avenger Captain America first Avenger, he doesn't want to be Red Skull anymore. He said something to do about the prosthetics, which he hated, something like that.
Ah,
Yeah.
who played him then?
Don't quote me on that though. Ross Marquardt. He's
Who?
Ross Marquardt. He's famous on, is it Black Mirror or something?
Ah,
Very good TV show. I forgot.
I think I've heard of that movie before. I mean, yeah, that show before.
Yeah.
Batman
My
is
bad.
famous. Everyone knows it.
Mhm. And yeah, as you guys said, as Calvin said, we don't know Thanos that much, and which is why this movie is able to focus on Thanos and not as much as the heroes, because the MCU, they're assuming their viewers have seen
Everything leading
most
up to
of the
this.
movies. It's not that everyone have seen the movies, but they assume they know something about it, so that
Mm.
they could rely on telling the story of the villain instead of expressing the heroes. Because if this movie would not have worked at all without 10 years in the making of everything starting from Iron Man to
Oh
Guardians
yeah,
to the
of
first
course.
Avengers. It will not work at all. So yeah, I just want to say the achievement by Marvel being able to do this is just incredible. Would you guys agree with that?
Of course,
Yeah,
dude. It's
yeah.
like we grew up
Among,
watching this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's an amazing accomplishment by Marvel, definitely, and all the cast. They always cast the right person too, which is amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? It's surprising. The only what's the name character that's like the protagonist but left is Edward Norton. That's it. The one that play Hulk.
Yeah, and War Machine,
wait,
Terrence Howard. Terrence
wait,
Howard.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
War
wondering.
Machine.
I'm just wondering, how would Edward Norton feel right now? Like, he could have been a part of something big, but he is.
Dude, he has creative differences.
It's his own fault, really, Edward Norton. But yeah,
Yeah, he has creative
uh,
differences.
yeah, we talk about a lot of characters. We talk about a lot of scenes. I would like to know, Arik, what is your favorite
Yes.
character from this movie? Is it Thanos, or is it one of his children of Thanos, which we haven't discussed yet, but you could mention that if you
Dude,
want to?
isn't that the Dark Order or something? Is that the name?
I believe it's the Black Order.
Oh, Black
I
Order?
think.
Ah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight, which is like the one who have the spear and
Spear.
stuff, the combatant. Ebony Maw, which is my favorite, which is like the
dude,
sidekick. That he's
the
awesome.
fifth guy is really good.
And fifth,
Yeah, the Squidward.
oh yeah, Ebony
He's the
Maw.
fourth
Yeah,
season.
Ebony.
Ebony
Yeah,
Maw.
Ebony.
And
Wait. Interesting fact. When I
Savior
was,
is the most boring in my opinion.
he changed his name, by the way. It's not actually what called. Is it?
I know. They changed it for the movie.
What's the
He
name?
changed his name. Originally, he's called Black Dwarf.
Which is the right
Okay,
choice
yeah.
for Marvel to change the
As
name.
you can
It's
hear
definitely
from
the
that
right
name,
choice.
it's not.
Dude, you know what?
It's not exactly.
They should just make the character name Black Dwarf and then cast Peter Dinklage for that.
Wow, Calvin.
But he's not a dwarf. I mean, he's not. What do you call it? The other one. Oh wait.
Anyway,
Oh,
Arik,
wait. Interesting.
what's
Wait,
your
wait.
favorite
Before we
character?
keep,
Okay, go
wait,
ahead.
no. Before we keep moving on. Before we move on to that, I remembered I was like watching with my family. Like I was when Ebony Maw appeared. I remember. I think the guy beside me all of a sudden he said, "Whoa, Voldemort!" Like there's like a guy beside me. He just said like, "Whoa, Voldemort!" I'm like, "The fuck, dude?"
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
sort
like,
of like
"You're
a
not
James Bond
wrong."
villain. He's sort of like a James Bond villain. It's like here ye, or something like that. That's Shakespeare. But he's like, you're about to be killed. You're about to be killed.
Yeah,
By,
You're about,
you're about to be
you're
killed.
about
Cult.
to
You're
be
about to be killed by
killed.
the children of Thanos. Yeah, I like the way how they portray him.
Okay. So
Look at
favorite
that favorite
character.
character.
It's a very difficult like statement, like because it's just like you mean character like as a whole, right? The
Okay,
entire thing.
mention me some characters in this movie that you love based on this movie that like, oh wow, okay, I enjoy their arc in this movie, or like, oh, they're badass. Like Calvin, I'm pretty sure he's gonna say Thor or something like that. But yeah, Arik,
Oh,
You
I
read
want to
my
hear from you
mind.
first.
well, for me, there's two that I had in mind. Obviously, one is for like just the in depth of the character, and one is just like how cool the person is. Basically, it's obviously Thanos and Thor for me. Like I'm not sure like Thanos, like we've already mentioned before. Like he's
Mhm.
so his character is so developed, and you get to learn so much more about him, and the fact that you can almost feel sorry for a guy who's about to kill half the universe, that's quite impressive. Like he's like part of me is like, oh, I feel so bad for him. Like, oh, he's been casted out, nobody likes him and all that. Then I realized, oh, he did want to kill half a universe. It's like part of me wants to like part of me like actually does feel sad about that. And
Uh-huh.
as for Thor, well, obviously he's a really like he's just a really awesome character. But not to mention, but in terms of his story, it's also quite powerful because in the beginning he lost his brother to Thanos, right? So now he's
He lost
just
Heimdall
up to
too.
yeah,
Heimdall.
and he lost Heimdall, practically
And then in the
everyone.
previous
I'm not sure.
movie, he lost his father too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
mentions that too. I lost my father. My mother's gone. My best friends got
and
stabbed.
how and then almost all the Asgardians too.
Yeah.
like yeah. See, that's why um Thor is also like quite developed as well now. Like he's completely different from where he started off. Definitely different.
Mhm.
Like not just in terms of physically. Like physically, yeah, he's awesome. He's more awesome. He's more badass. But
And
as a
also he looked more
character,
handsome. I don't know why.
he is more handsome.
Serious?
He is. He is. He even made Drax turn gay. He turned Drax gay.
Oh my
That's
god.
amazing.
that,
Contagious.
That's a
that's not a dude. You're a dude. That's a man.
you're a dude. That's a man. Yes. Feel like
Yeah.
physically he's better looking, but as a character himself, like he starts to develop
Mhm.
like more in depth also. Like yeah, that's why he's such an impressive character. Also, that's why like they're just both impressive characters to begin with. Like yeah, the Thanos and Thor,
Mm.
Yeah,
and they're
Kelvin,
badass. Yeah, and they're
as you're
badass.
chomping down on some Doritos, you want to add something to what Arik have said about Thor, or you want to mention some other characters?
Since I've already mentioned Thor, I would go with the. This is not. I mean, like I really like the bond between Captain America and not Captain
Oh,
America,
okay.
Iron Man and Spider
Spidey?
Man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. I just like I find their bond like really really good, and especially at the end, when
Yeah,
Spider Man
that.
goes and hug was it Iron Man? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a strong moment, and then like you can see on like Robert Tony Stark's face like, oh no, you know.
Yeah. By the way,
Oh no!
not to cut you or not to cut you
Yeah,
or anything,
no.
not to cut you off or anything, but the directors, Anthony and Joe Russo, have confirmed that that scene where Spidey is talking to Tony, I don't feel good, and all those scenes leading up to his death, that's all improvised by Tom Holland. That's not on the script,
Really?
which is much more amazing in my opinion.
No, that's really good. That's really
I
good.
know. Yeah, go on with your relationship with Spidey, Iron Man. What else?
Yeah, I mean, like, what else other than that?
Any other or
Any other? It's like,
I want to see if you're gonna read my mind on what I'm gonna say.
I'm assuming something about Captain America
You'll be shocked.
because
You'll be
you're so
shocked.
happy when I miss.
No. That's not the reason why I was happy. I'll tell you right after if you're done with what do you want to say
Mm.
about characters?
No, I feel like that's other than that, it's Thor. That's the one I really
Okay.
like. Thor.
Yeah. Right. First of all, Calvin, you're wrong. I mean, Captain America was okay, but Captain America and Black Panther are the two characters that I feel are very underused in this movie.
I can agree with
But the
that.
reason why I was like, oh, damn it. Because when you say the relationship, the connection, I was thinking of Scarlet Witch and Vision because I love their
Oh
relationship.
yeah, I forgot
As
about those two.
you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Scarlet Witch. She's one of my favorite
Yeah,
characters, and I
And the
I really
actress is good
enjoyed
looking.
that. Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen, and I really enjoy how the direct we've had, we all knows how powerful Scarlet Witch is, but we've seen glimpse of it, but we've never seen to this extent how powerful she is, especially in the Wakanda battle in the end, in which until Okoye have to say, why is she up there all this time? That that's that's my perfect explanation why Scarlet Witch is awesome, and their relationship with Vision really pays off, especially when she have to kill Vision, but then the time stone have to pull it back up by Thanos. But that was a devastating moment for me personally. I really enjoyed the relationship. And also, I've mentioned it. Doctor Strange has been amazing, just his powers alone, and the chemistry with him and Iron Man has been fantastic. I agree with you. Thor and Iron Man is great. Spidey, um, Drax and Mantis. I love their connection once again because they're just so funny. And another joke that Mantis says is like, "Do you remember this one?" Iron Man's like, What do you exactly do?" And then Mantis is like, "Kick name, take ass." That one is so funny to me.
I was kind of I chuckled.
I was like, "Oh god." No, the reaction by Tony is what gives it off. Tony's like, "Okay."
Tony's just like,
It's like he's tired. It's like, yeah, but yeah, lots of the characters have amazing scenes and amazing jokes too. I've mentioned a lot of the jokes, a lot of the scenes. One of my favorite scenes in the movie that the first time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, oh my god, that's awesome. The second time I watch it, I know it's coming, but that makes it even better. And I literally squeak. I was the only one who squeaked in the cinema when this scene happened. Remember, you guys? I was like, yeah, I was just squeaking. Okay, the Wakanda battle. Remember, when they first the portal is like the force field's there, right? And then they open the force field, and they all started running, and everyone's running and running, and then suddenly from behind, Cap and Black Panther just outpace everyone.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's an amazing.
That sounds really cool. That sounds
I was
cool.
like,
That sounds cool.
oh, that is awesome. So,
I remember Captain is just like
mhm. Yeah, and Black Panther too, and they use the kinetic energy and everything. That's one of my favorite
cool.
moments. Calvin, what's one of your favorite moments in this movie or favorite jokes? All right, Adam, why don't we go to you? Why don't we go to you as Calvin?
I'm so
Let him
excited.
recover. Adek, do you have any favorite moments for jokes?
Let's see. Let me think. Let me think. What kind of jokes was in there?
I mean, I've mentioned a lot of the jokes. I know you mentioned before the call when Bruce Banner fall down in the Hulkbuster suit and then Okoye just stares at him.
Oh yeah.
this is an Avenger. That's what she was thinking,
here.
probably.
A favorite scene of mine is definitely the fight on Titan against Thanos. That's
On
one of,
Titan. Uh-huh.
yeah, when they are trying to do the Quill's plan. That fight was pretty good.
And
That's
Quill had to mess it up.
It's like I mean, like it's really good, like action scene. It's easy to follow
awesome.
and it's awesome. Yeah, exactly.
Magic kick, another magic kick, and then he got caught the third time.
Oh yeah, that one's funny. That was cool. Magic kick, magic kick.
And I
Magic
called it.
kick.
Remember in our group chat, I called it. I say they're gonna use Mantis to make Thanos fall asleep, and they actually did do that. That's awesome.
I mean, like,
He didn't.
why else
he
is
didn't fall
Mantis
asleep,
there?
but
Exactly. I mean, they're holding him in.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other scenes,
like-
Cal, or
Huh?
any other scenes that you enjoy?
Any other scenes that I enjoy? The Squidward dude. When
the
he's
Battle of
just
New
kind
York
of
in the
like
beginning.
when he's just kind of like zoom, zoom,
Yeah, in the beginning, Battle of New York.
cut into half. Oh, I'm surprised he died that easily. He died that easily. Yeah, I was kind
Yeah,
of
it's just
hoping
like
more.
the vacuum of
No,
space.
a scene that I was kind of hoping for. Like I was like Jevin, what Thanos and the was it Black Order or something? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, like in Wakanda, and then like all the superheroes also there, and all of them just kind of like that's the scene that I wish was there.
What,
Yeah.
Oh,
like the Black
when all the
Order is
superheroes
some
just like flew off.
What?
are
When
you trying to
Thanos
say
took all
like
the stone and all the superheroes just flew off as they're running to him.
No, I want to see them like all the
in
superheroes
Wakanda?
like fight them.
Oh,
In one
every
Oh, you
scene.
oh,
want you
they
want the
there's
Black Order to be in Wakanda? Is that what you're saying?
they are there.
I
No, no,
mean,
all of them, all of them.
all of them.
Okay, yeah. Because they had
Yeah,
to. I mean, at the end of the movie, Iron Man and Nebula is still stuck in Titan. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the thing. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that like Iron Man and Captain America didn't meet at all.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of
It
surprised by
it
that.
would be an
I
awkward
thought
yeah.
like by
financial
the end of
testing
the
like
movie they
in
would all
War
be
One.
able to like they'll all be in one group.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently not. Like whoa.
Yeah, I know, right? Throughout the movie, I just realized that in the end. I'm like, oh my god, they haven't met. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Arek,
Yes.
any specific scenes that you wanna talk about?
Hmm.
That's a no. Okay.
Not
Oh,
really.
also like how Bruce Banner like really don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah. No, are you confused why that's not going on? Or did you
Huh?
understand the context of that? Did you
No,
understand the
I
context?
understand. I understand. It's just kind of like I find it funny. Like you don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, actually,
well,
as
well,
you talk about that,
well.
okay, Arik, you wanna say
He
something?
hasn't been around since Avengers.
I
What
know.
is it? Ultron, but
Ultron.
still.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there's
know.
there's a Spider-Man and an Ant-Man now?
Yeah, I
What?
know.
Because
What?
yeah, because you mentioned Bruce Banner, they start off this
Bruce.
movie really amazing with setting up the stakes. First of all, killing Loki and Heimdall, but then when we see like we have a Hulk, and then Hulk just punching Thanos all over, and then like
Yeah, that was
Colossus didn't
cool.
want to come, and then Ebony was like, let him have his fun, and then Thanos just beat the shit out of the Hulk,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
That
Not only
I
he's
mean
strong,
like
he can fight. He's like dodging and then jab, jab, jab.
dude,
And
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a reason why he cannot turn
I'm
back because
very
the Hulk
sure.
is freaking scared.
Dude, I'm very sure. What's that name? They put that scene at the very first just to show how strong Thanos is. I'm
Exactly.
very sure of that.
Yeah, for like
That's
the
Even like
amazing thing.
casual
the thing you
fans.
see when you watch the movie is Thanos already beating the shit out of Thor and Hulk and
Howard
killing
Stark.
Heimdall.
Mhm.
That just shows how powerful he is, and that's just with one stone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like I think it's trying to show like the casual moviegoers to show like how powerful Thanos
Yeah,
is.
I'm
Yep.
I mean,
very
like
sure.
casual moviegoers
And
wouldn't really know like who
Comic book
Thanos is,
fans
right?
already know how powerful he
yeah,
is, but
comic
yeah,
book
just
fans know. I mean, like non-comic book fans, the one that just watch MCU, they don't know how
Yeah,
strong he is.
yeah, they wouldn't know. So this like gives an example.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
As I stole time for Arik, have you thought of a scene yet, or still no, Arik?
No, I can't think. I don't know what scene to discuss.
Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna mention some other scenes that I really enjoyed on top of my head. You mentioned it before, the battle on Titan, but I'm referring to the one that you mentioned too, when Iron Man versus Thanos,
Thanos.
one by one. And I just love that quote, all that for a drop of blood. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah,
When I
that was good.
when I saw that, when he literally cut Thanos, I'm like, oh wow, finally. And then when Thanos said this quote, I'm like, oh shit, he's screwed.
Dude,
And when
all
he
that
stabbed
was
Iron Man, I thought Tony's gonna die. When he stabbed Iron Man, I thought Tony's gonna die at that moment.
mm,
I was surprised that
Well,
that it didn't
well,
yeah,
happen.
I was
technically he
like,
was
oh
gonna die,
no.
but
And
you
yeah, I
know,
also thought that Doctor Strange won't give the time stone at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk
I
about
mean,
it again, the speculation part, but yeah, some other scenes on top of my head. I'm surprised you didn't say this, Cal, but I love the scene. In Battle of Wakanda, when Thor finally came
oh
with the
shit, yeah.
Bifrost, and then the
Dude,
Avengers
that
team,
was
the music played, and then he just screamed, "Bring me Thanos!"
dude.
Oh, that is awesome.
I saw that when the Bifrost came. He
You
came
wet
out
your, you wet yourself.
with all
no,
the like thunder and everything. I'm just like,
no, no, no,
And
no,
then
no.
Silent was like,
good thing
"Bring
I'm
me
sitting at the
Thanos!"
back
And the
of the
music's playing
cinema.
too.
The funny part is when Banner is like, "Oh, you guys are so screwed."
I know that is so great.
Like, he's not wrong. They are screwed. He's
I'm
not
so
wrong. They
happy.
are screwed.
Honestly,
That when Thor first came, that's the best part.
yeah. Honestly, we can go on and on with so many scenes and so many jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just thinking on the top of my head again right now. And I'm gonna
Oh,
say
I'm also
quickly.
surprised that
Okay.
like what's the name? I know that the Hulk is like kind of scared and don't want to go out,
Uh-huh.
but like I'm surprised that the Hulk doesn't burst out in the Battle of Wakanda.
I
Yeah.
thought that would happen, to be honest, or I
Yeah.
wish it happened.
No, I know. You know what
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
would happen? Like, remember when who's the dude with the giant Black Order dude?
All Obsidian.
Uh, Obsidian. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that
Black
dude.
Dwarf.
Yeah, that dude. When he's like destroying the Hulkbuster, I
Uh-huh.
thought like at one point he would just turn into the Hulk, and then like he turned inside the Hulkbuster,
And
then
then
like
it
just
breaks the
rip
Hulkbuster.
apart the
Yeah, yeah.
Hulkbuster, and then like
That would be cool.
bit Obsidian.
Mhm.
I thought that would happen, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
like no.
it could have been cool, but
It would
instead
have
they
been cool,
just
but yeah.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
fine. It's
if
fine
you
though.
do that, like Hawk coming out of the Hawkbuster, I think that would be like a really cool scene. Honestly,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I gotta
But
check
yeah,
my phone.
as we're talking about the Wakanda, as you're charging your phone, yeah, the Wakanda scene. There's so many good jokes that we missed. The Rocket and Bucky connection is like it's like "Run!" He's going around and then like how much for a gun? Not for sale. How about the arm? And just leaves. And like I'm gonna get that arm. That's great.
I'm
And
gonna
then
get that arm.
When Thor meet Cap once again for the first time, Cap is like, new haircut? Yeah, I see you follow my beard. Uh-huh. And then like here's my friend, here's a tree. I am Groot. I'm Steve
I'm
Rogers. That is
I
so
am Groot.
great.
I am Steve Rogers.
I don't know
That
why
was, that was
I don't know
funny.
why that's so funny to me.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's so funny.
when I see that scene when I watch it, I was like, nice.
Yeah, and Thor apparently knows Groot because he have an elective.
Yeah.
Apparently
That's
it's a apparently it's a language class for him.
yeah.
It's like Japanese class for you,
So
Tobin.
is the whole Groot? So is everyone called Groot in Groot Home Planet?
I have no idea. I have no
Or
idea.
like we don't listen to what they say, but we listen to the tone of how they say it.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
that's how the language works.
Possibly.
So I can say like, I am Kelvin, and that means so many things.
Possibly.
It means everything. Just depending on the tone.
But yeah, once again, so many great stuff. And one of the in terms of a storyline, is great. In terms of a viewer, not so great. There are so many deaths in this movie. Holy shit! I did not expect that.
No,
It's like Cap
I
Tony
didn't
to die.
expect,
Oh my god!
I didn't
Everyone, half
Loki
of the
to die.
population's gone.
I didn't expect Loki to die. I didn't expect Gamora to die.
I expected Loki to die early on too. I didn't expect Gamora. I didn't expect everyone else to vanish that way. Oh my god! They
Oh,
actually
dude, the vanishing thing become a meme.
how
What?
so?
The wallet meme.
Oh,
Oh, okay, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Quarterback chef, I don't feel so good.
Okay.
Damn it, Thanos. My
Yeah.
money.
Let's not get too carried away here. But yeah.
No more memes. Enough. It's time to stop.
But yeah, I've told you guys about the Infinity Gauntlet, right? I don't think you've read it, but I've told you guys about it and about the snap, which is the iconic thing, and half of the population literally just vanished. And going to the movie, I don't know what's going on in my head, but like I have a feeling that's gonna happen. But when it happened, it literally like mind shocked me. I'm like, holy shit, they actually did it.
No, I wasn't expecting him to get all the stones in one movie.
Oh, you did it.
I was kind of thinking like maybe he got like 3 or 4. Then like in the next movie, you get all of them. That's when the climax happens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would happen. But I was like, oh, he get all of them. I was like, whoa, is he going to flick his finger now? He did. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, when Thor got him with the Stormbreaker, was like, you should have aimed for a hit. And then when he flicked and everything turned white, I was like in my seat. I'm like, Holy
I was
fuck,
like,
they did this.
when he did that, turns out I was like, oh my god, what is happening here?
Did you know that they're gonna vanish, or did you not know?
I mean, like when they do this, what I thought is kind of like, well, okay,
That's the end
so
of the
many
movie.
people just died, but who?
Oh, they're not. They're not. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, but who? I didn't expect that much heroes to die.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Which
didn't
death?
expect that much.
Which death do you think, for you personally, affect you the most, or like the most powerful death?
Oh, that's difficult for me. I'm stuck. For me,
Uh,
I'm stuck between Wanda and Peter. Like, I'm not
Interesting.
sure which one's more powerful for me.
Interesting.
I mean,
Okay.
well,
they're both equal. They're both equally
I like
sad
I like
in a certain
how
way.
Scarlet Witch looks, so I would go with her.
Sexism.
For
I mean,
me,
like
even
she's a
okay. Go
strong
ahead.
character, and she
I, I,
died. So
I mean, she's not my favorite character, but still, though, like she died like killing her loved one, even though
yeah,
he, even
even
though
though
Yeah.
we
what
just got
literally
killed
happened is
twice.
that, well, she killed her loved one, and then, her loved one came back to life, and then
And
he
then
got
dies
killed
again.
again. What? She watched her loved one get killed twice.
I
Yeah.
know.
What's worse than
When one
getting
is
than
not
watching?
enough.
Like, what's
Yeah.
worse than watching your loved one die? Watching them die twice.
So, Calf, the most powerful death for you is Wanda too, or
Yeah, sure, because the Vision died twice, I guess.
Yeah, Vision
okay?
died twice, and the second one was brutal. It's just like
Yeah, it's just
Me,
kind of like
headbutt.
Nyok.
to
Like
me,
Thanos didn't.
the Wanda death was not as emotional, but more like shocking to me. The most emotional one, I would say, is Peter, because it was the longest one too. Everyone just vanishes,
Yeah,
just like say a word and vanish. Peter, like
yeah.
he mentioned, like
Slowly.
Tony, I'm sorry, I'm not ready to die, I'm not ready to die. And that's like, oh my god,
I know.
no, because he's a kid
That scene is
too.
also strong ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
they
It's like
prolonged that one.
yeah,
I don't feel so good.
yeah, and then like Bucky's one is also because it's the first one to die. It's like Steve, and it was
Oh
like
yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
I didn't
this is
expect
for
them to
real.
like vanish that way. So like after that snap and like they look at everyone, it's like, okay, everyone is fine. Then like Steve,
They start.
like, oh shit, oh no, and then like
'Cause
more people vanishing. I'm like, oh
Black Panther too. I didn't
yeah,
expect them to
yeah,
kill
Yeah,
the Victor.
I didn't expect Black Panther to vanish.
yeah, me
Like,
I
too.
thought they're gonna kill Okoye, and it's like Okoye, this is not a good place to die. And then like,
Yeah, no,
just go
this is not a good place to die. Dies.
like, oh
guys.
my god, he died as a kid. Died as a kid. He died so nobly though. Like yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
he's
on
not a
Titan
good
is
place to
gone except
die,
for Tony
guys.
and Nebula.
Tony
Who
Nebula. Yeah.
Mantis, Drax, Star Lord, Peter, Doctor
I,
Strange too. And Doctor Strange, like when it's like in the ending, it's like
I
where
didn't expect him to
like
die either
what did
because
he
I
say?
thought
It's like
Doctor.
this is the only way. That's what he said before he died, right?
I didn't expect Doctor Strange to die because I thought he was one of Thanos' like strongest like enemies or something.
Dude, I didn't expect Black Panther or Spider Man or Scarlet Witch to die. That's the
Yeah,
insane thing.
I didn't
I
expect
expect I expect people to
the
die. I
side
just didn't know
characters to
who.
die, honestly.
I expect Loki, Iron Man, and Cap to probably die, but only Loki die and those two survive. And the thing is, if you realize the founding members, we don't know where
I was
Hawkeye
like,
is,
yeah, I
but the
know.
founding members are still alive.
Mm. No,
Yeah, they are all the
the one that
original.
I expect to die wasn't it? It was uh War Machine, Falcon.
Falcon's gone, War Machine's there.
Yeah, I
Falcon's
know.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like the side characters. Okoye, I thought she would die. Yeah,
I hope Shuri is alive, man. I love Shuri.
I think Shuri's dead.
Oh
I hope
no,
Shuri
please don't
dies.
say that. Come on.
Dude, they got a genius already. Iron Man and Bruce
Shuri
Banner.
is more genius than Iron Man. She
Yeah,
even makes fun of Bruce Banner.
but
Please,
is
Shuri, is
she
your
a
best.
founding member of the Avengers?
No, she will be a future member of the Avengers. But yeah, as I mentioned before, of course the deaths are unbelievable. And as I mentioned before, Doctor Strange mentioned as he's dying that this is the only way. What do you guys think that means? As we're going to predictions now of going forward. What do you think that means? Because when I first
You've
saw it,
seen the future. Maybe that's why.
when I first watched
So
it,
it involves Tony, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, that's okay. That's good. When I first watched it, I thought like Doctor Strange, he lied to them, saying that there is one way out, when it's actually saying that there is no way out, which is why he gave the stone anyway. The second time I watched it, I'm like, oh, maybe this is part of the plan all along, and the plan was that in every other million thing that he see, Tony dies. But in this one thing, Tony doesn't die, and that's why it works. And that's why he's willing to sacrifice the stone. Which in the beginning of the movie, if you recall, he's like, if it's either you or the kid or the stone, I'm protecting the stone. But then he gives it up. So I think it has something to do with Tony being alive. Which is why Doctor Strange.
What I assume when when he said that's the only way, it's kind of like he's seen the possible like ways, the outcome, and there's one, and maybe that one involves him giving the stone and letting Tony loose and everything. Yeah.
Okay, so either way, the only like way to win is either the stone is given up and or Tony lives.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, founding members are back again, including War Machine, Nebula. I might miss Okoye.
Okoye.
And I guess Ant-Man and Hawkeye is gonna be back. I guess, I don't know.
Captain Marvel.
Yes, I was just about to say Captain Marvel. That beeper thing in the end. So my prediction, I'm just gonna say quickly, I feel like Captain Marvel is going to be somewhat like a savior because they're calling for help desperately. But the plan is going to revolve around Iron Man. I'm gonna say Iron Man's gonna sacrifice himself, and everyone who died pre-snap is staying dead. Everyone who died during the snap is gonna come back to life. But in sacrifice, Iron Man, or maybe even the whole founding members, maybe they're all gonna be gone. I would say in Avengers 4.
You know what would be a huge middle finger to everything? It's like after all of this, they use the time stone to get everyone back. That'll be a huge middle finger.
That's possible. I hope they don't do that.
No, please no.
Arik, do you have any predictions or not? Or do you agree with my predictions?
I actually agree with your predictions, except for one more thing. What about, will he appear though? Adam Warlock, which is Thanos' like biggest enemy.
I'm assuming in the part 2 he will come out.
I want him to come out because, well, he is Thanos' biggest enemy, according to
according
to my friend at least.
I don't think he will appear for two reasons. First, story-wise, it doesn't really make sense yet because he's still in the cocoon.
He's the cocoon. Probably still is now.
And second, because James Gunn have confirmed that he's not gonna be in the next movie because he's saving him for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, he's not. He's confirmed. All right then.
Well, that's what James Gunn said. That's what James Gunn said. But yeah. Anyway, we're approaching an hour in. We've gone through a lot. We've gone through their achievements, characters, jokes, the good, the bad, some predictions. I have one final question, and it's to answer the title of this video. Is this the best MCU movie or the best comic book movie you've ever seen? Calvin, let's go to you first.
Let's go alphabetically.
So, Arik?
Let's go alphabetically.
So you want me to go first? Or Arik?
Yeah. Host goes first.
Your name is Jonathan, not exactly Albert. So
okay, fine.
Arik go first.
Arik, you can go first. Yeah.
Man.
Let's go alphabetically.
To restate, is this the best comic book movie or?
Okay, let's go with MCU first. Is this the best MCU movie? And then if it is it the best comic book movie? Because if it's not the best MCU, obviously it's gonna be the best.
We'll start off from the bottom. Is it the best MCU movie? For me personally, I actually the more I think about it, yeah, it is. For me, yeah, it is the best MCU movie because it just it involves a lot of story around it and everything we've discussed about the characters, how they're more developed. And also I like the fact that the bad guy, what we thought is the bad guy at least, he won. So that's obviously another difference. In the trailer, if you know, I'm gonna stop playing for a while. This is important. Um,
Don't admit you're losing.
About time.
I can't focus. I mean, I think in the trailer, Thanos did say something. A quote he said like, "In time, you will know what it's like to lose," and well, that exactly happened in the movie. They know what it's like to lose because they did lose. So obviously, the movie was the reason I like the movie is because they put so much into the movie, but they also made it so much different from every other MCU movies.
I agree.
But they also kept like the stuff that we like and made it better. It's like,
Mm.
yes, it evolves. So it's like it's just so different from the other. Like, and the more unique it is, the better. That's what my opinion is. So that's for me. Yeah, it is the best MCU movie because it's the most unique, and not to mention it's the greatest crossover event of all time. It's amazing.
It's
It's
the most
amazing.
ambitious.
Yeah.
The most ambitious crossover of all time. Yeah, it's true. Comic book movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now the only thing that I can compare this, like the other great comic book movie is like Logan, and that
Dark
thing is
Knight.
like
The
and
Dark
Dark
Knight.
Knight. Yeah, Dark Knight and Logan. That's like its biggest, like I guess, competitor. I'm not so sure, like because let's see, Dark Knight and Logan, they are extremely story orientated. Like it's mainly about the story.
Mhm.
Whilst Infinity War, there's still like action into it. There's still comedy. They still put that in, and of course they have like a simple but a really good story, a solid story. But Logan and Dark Knight is like some kind of like Oscar winning kind of story. Like they're really focused and centered around the story.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, like in terms of like best comic book movie, sad to say that I don't think it is like in terms of like those technical parts there, like the story and all that and the feeling, it's not the best comic book movie, but of course it's the one I enjoyed the most out of all of the out of Logan, Dark Knight, and Infinity War. Yes, I do like Infinity War the most, but it's not the best. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, I mean
Mhm.
La La Land is a great movie, but I don't like it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Right.
Right. So what I can conclude is that you like seeing all your characters dead, right? Okay, Calvin. So, do
Yeah,
you agree? Do you agree with
it
Arik
it
that this is
makes
the
me
best MCU
cry.
movie? Do you agree with Arik that this is the best MCU movie, but not the best comic book movie of all time?
I would agree with that.
Wait,
Oh no! Oh no!
I think Albert disappeared. I think Thanos just snapped his finger and he's like, I don't feel so well.
Oh no!
It's just
Bye bye.
gonna come like, look, Papa.
Where did we go? Let's continue. Do I wait for him?
Albert has exited like twice. Oh, there he is. No, he's
Oh,
not.
there
He's
it
back.
is!
Okay.
The time stone! It works! The
It
time
worked. The time
stone!
stone works.
He
No, like
reappeared!
Albert.
What
Albert,
happened? I lost connection. What did I miss? Go ahead.
when you left, Shh,
You
never
you
mind,
got you
Calvin.
got
Go.
this you got disintegrated by Thanos. I know we know. Good thing we have the time stone.
Okay.
Yeah,
By the way, Calvin, what was your thoughts just now?
So I would say yes. Infinity War.
it's the
It's
most ambitious
one of the
crossover.
best. It's the best MCU movies, mostly because they. I mean, like overall, it's a really good job, like on how they are able to handle all the characters.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the also the fight sequence is really amazing. I mean, like the Wakanda one, I'm not a fan of it, but it's still good. Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the way that they develop the Thanos character. Like we don't know anything about him, and then in this one movie, we are able to learn so much about him. You know, even
Yep.
get to know his motivation and his like feelings. Yeah, that's really cool.
Feelings.
Really cool. And then you also got to see more chemistry between characters and characters, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And also like yeah, it's like what Arik said, it's unique in a sense that the
In
villain
the sense
wins
that everyone dies.
and yeah, and that everyone dies too. Yeah. Yeah. But is it the best comic book movies? I the in terms of
Wait,
like
did you answer?
like
Is it the
how
best
much
MCU or?
in the term like is it the best comic movie? If
Uh-huh.
in terms in like how much I enjoy it, sure it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant to say.
But if in terms
Okay,
of all the like
in
like
terms of how
everything
good it
else,
is.
like story ways and everything, I would say I still like Logan more in a way. Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I mean like Logan, I'm assuming it's a bit more easier because it's just one character, about maybe one or two characters driven on that. This one is a lot of characters and lots is happening. Yeah, yeah, but like I don't think it's the best comic book movie.
But I might have missed it, but it's the best MCU according to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Same
Yeah.
opinion.
I would. So yeah, I would just like to make sure to clarify. So you guys agree this is your favorite comic book movie, but not the best comic book movie in your opinion.
Mm, mm.
Yes.
Maybe
Okay.
we'll see after.
That's
Maybe after
perfectly fine.
Infinity Wars Part Two, then it will be good. It will be the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
still like a part two to it. So yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So for me, this is very tough. In terms of okay. First of all, I would like to say I don't think this is the most. This is the best comic book movie, but I would say this is the most impressive and most amazing comic book movie, just because the amount.
Ambitious.
Yeah, ambitious. The amounts of things that they can do with this
Ambitious.
cast, with the story, with the boss that they have to kill the characters, even though we know
Wow.
they're coming back. Um, the fact that it's building up through all this thing and all the war aspects of it, it's the most amazing spectacle in any comic book, I would say, comic book movie ever. And so many things translated into the screen, so many memorable jokes and scenes, like I said, like we said just now. So I would say this is the most impressive, but I wouldn't say it's the best, because for me the best one is still, I agree with Calvin. I like Logan more than Dark Knight, in my opinion. But yeah, and in terms for best MCU movie, I don't know if I can answer that. Should I answer that, guys? I'm still debating in my head right now.
Honestly,
Um.
I'm still
So
debating. I'm still wonder. I still. It's not 100% the best
Yeah, I
MCU.
mean, it's fair for you because you just watched it recently.
Yeah, I know.
I should be able to decide this because I've seen it twice. But it's tough. Okay, I can say it's in the top five. For me, the top five is Infinity War in no particular order: Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which one? First one?
uh,
First one,
Ah,
I'm, I'm
Ragnarok
still
and
des-
Avengers. First
I'm
Avengers
still
fight.
deciding my list. I do not have a
my
list yet.
top
But
five for me. Certainly, Infinity War is there. Winter Soldier is there.
uh-huh.
I like the first Avengers a lot. Yeah, the
Yeah, yeah,
first Avengers.
that got me
What?
hooked. That got me hooked into this
Civil
the whole
War
thing.
and and I don't know the last one. I only know top
It's
four.
it's
Fuck.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like I said, those are my top five. But if you think logically, my favorite is Civil War, and this is basically like a grander version of Civil War with all the characters, all the jokes, all the actions, and everything. So logically, it would make sense for me to put Infinity War as number one in my list. But I would say why it's so tough for me, because even though this movie has its own stand on its own, I feel like I have to see what's going to happen in the next movie before I can decide this, because it's gonna
Yeah,
relate
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah.
connectively. And if what
This
they
is
do in
like
the
a
if
part.
what they do in the fourth one is a disappointing, like you say they use the time stone, something like that, that screw us. That like, oh wow, they really do that. If the fourth one disappoints so much, I feel like it will impact so much of how I perceive this movie.
Mm,
So that's why I
mm.
feel like it's sort of tough for me to place this one up high. But it's definitely in my top five. That's what I would say.
Watashi mo.
Okay.
Definitely
Oh,
my top four.
fun fact. I don't
Uh-huh.
know why, but like in the Japanese sub, like I mean, like Thanos is like it should be Thanosu, but they change it to Sanosu. Sa. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like
son,
Interesting.
I read the subtitle. I was like Thanos. Wait, what? Isn't it Ta? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Anyway, we have to wrap up. I'm pretty sure we've passed the 1 hour mark. It's been
You have to sleep.
yeah, I'm really
Yeah,
tired. My
sleep.
eyes are red. I'm really exhausted. But this
God.
has
You
been
can see the you can
It
see
is
the
so
sunlight
dirty
here.
this has been fun.
Whoa,
We haven't
Sunday.
decided on a guys. Come on, shut up. I'm trying to conclude the story. This is the first episode of my long form. I don't know. Do you want to do this a monthly thing or something like that? I'm thinking of
Man,
monthly
that's a
for
good
now. I'm
movie.
still testing out.
Every time
Yeah,
there's
this
a
is
good
gonna
movie, and by some chance I have enough money to watch it.
yeah. This
Whenever,
we're gonna
so
do.
so
I enjoyed it.
technically
What you were saying?
technically it's wheneverly whenever we can.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is going to be. I enjoy this kind of stuff with you guys. I enjoy the long form because I enjoy podcasts and I've always wanted to do something like this. I don't care if anyone is watching or not, but I have a
Ganay,
great time
ganay.
filming this and doing this.
Ganay.
So
Did
yeah,
anyone donate?
it would be better if you guys are watching this and you enjoy this and want more, leave a like and leave a comment so I know that you guys want more of this, so I could do more of
Wait,
this.
I have a perfect outro song.
We're not going to the outro. We're not going to the outro yet, Rick.
Na, 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 na. We're just watching Albert for a song. Albert looks so
You're
sad.
welcome, Albert.
Kelvin.
Okay. As we wrap up,
It is a wrap.
Alric, where can the good folks find you out there? Okay, in the internet? Where can they follow
What?
you or find you out there?
You
Shit.
can find me.
I'm asking Alex, Calvin,
Instagram.
shut up.
Oh, I see.
Just
Stop
can
right
find
now.
me. You can find me at KYAce27 on Instagram. No, don't follow that. That's a terrible account. You can find me at Arik Andrea in Instagram. That's the one I mostly use, I guess. Yeah.
I
Or you
see.
can follow movie. Or you can follow Movie Brawl if we're still posting.
It's
at movie
movie.bro.
I said Movie.brawl. Okay, you can follow
Yeah,
that.
it's movie.bro.
Okay.
Or
How about you, Calvin? Where can the good folks find you?
The good folks.
Joven Movie. Joven
Don't
Movie.
give your real address. I mean, like in the interweb. I'm tired. My brain's not working anymore.
Okay,
The good
fine.
folks can find me at KYAce27.
What are we getting
I'll
into?
use Instagram.
All right. So yeah, guys. You can find me as usual
Oh.
in JA Wiradharma on Twitter and Instagram.
No.
And of course, in Jao Movies YouTube channel, I'll be making more of these. Hopefully, if they will try to cooperate, you have to see what I have to deal with. Plus, there is one more councilman member.
He
And I don't-
forfeited.
that's going to be
He's
even
having
more
a
fun.
He's having a Chinese tabe hodai in
Yeah. By the way,
Chinatown.
we don't have a name for the show yet. You guys need to think of the name of
Hi,
the show. I already proposed
Councilman.
some stuff.
Comment below what our show should be, and you will win a free.
Arik
Comment below.
Arik is giving it away. Arik is giving it away. I'm not giving away anything. But yeah, guys, subscribe to my channel if you want to
Comment
see
below.
Do not
I made
subscribe
The
to
title
Joe.
of this is
I
because the
made-
High Councilman.
I'm gonna
Hi,
mute both of you
Councilman.
right now so I can speak.
I'll mute myself.
So yeah, guys, you can see my I just mute them. Movie
Ah.
reviews, trailer reaction, Schmodown reaction, more of this kind of stuff.
Ah.
Until next time, guys. Thanks if you stick around. Thanks. Until next time, Jao out. Oh, Rick, really? Just put the finger. Jao out. See you guys.
Ah.